Hello, I'm David Campbell, and I'm proud to now be playing Yamaha clarinets as of about a year and a half ago. I switched from buffet, which I played for many years, and it was a big wrench. But the CSG does everything that I want in a clarinet. It plays with a warm sound, with evenness of tone, and with great engineering. Everything works so beautifully. If you're doing B flat to C trill, so many clarinets I've played in the past, you have to fudge one or other of those notes. Everything works just so well, and it fits my hand very well. The layout of the keys, things like the extra G sharp or E flat key here is curving round and just seems to be less of a stretch than on some other makes. And then on the back here I've got the extra correction lever which raises the F up an eighth of a tone. So instead of finishing your Brahms sonata potentially a little bit low to the piano, just by wiggling that thumb I can change that pitch. The advantage, of course, over the other type, like on the buffet where you've got an extra key here, I don't have to think in advance, oh, I need to play a little bit sharper on that bottom note. You can, once you've arrived on the F, you can decide to then put the key on and raise the pitch just a little bit. So I think it's a much better thought out way of coping with that slightly flat bottom end on many of the French board clarinets. The throat notes are really nice. I really like this odd shape on the register key as well, which just seems to have a really nice balance and encourages you to play across the break with the right sort of thumb position. It's often something that's rather overlooked, I think, how one uses that finger and thumb when doing things, say from E to B flat. That sort of pinching and sliding up onto there, or rolling up onto both the A key and the register key. The layout of the keys is so well thought about. There's one thing that did sort of surprise me for the first day or two. You've got a slightly raised chimney on this hole here, and that helps with the tuning. And you know, the first time I ever played it, I thought, oh, what's that? But I say within half an hour I'd forgotten about it, and it does help the intonation on that area of the instrument. The interesting thing too is that the Hamilton plate, this sort of gold effect, does sound rather different from the standard silver plate. So if I just play a scale on this silver one first, and especially if I was playing something like Stravinsky, something punchy, that sort of style of music might feel a little bit shrill. I do the same things on the Hamilton plate. I hope it'll sound a little warmer. It's got a sort of an immediacy, and yet it's lost its sort of sharp edge on the front of the note. It all feels slightly more rounded. That feels a little bit more brittle to me. Obviously, in time, one gets used to anything, and you know, if I was put on my desert island with one of those and a decent amount of reeds and a good mouthpiece, I'd probably sound pretty much the same in 6 months compared with this one. But my instant reaction, I think when you're choosing instruments, it's the first impression that's so important. You know, if you pick up one and it feels a little bit sharper edged or brittle, like I said, or one feels warmer, or one feels potentially a little bit sharper than another one, those instant reactions before you've adjusted your mouth to playing it, those are what I believe are really important things in determining your choice. So when you are choosing an instrument, try not to play for more than a minute or two on each instrument, so that you don't actually sort of mould yourself around it too much, and then you can in a better way judge one against the other. Okay, anyway, good luck. I really am so pleased to recommend these Yamaha CSG 3 Hamilton plate with the extra lever clarinets.